Hello everybody, Trekkie here with another episode of Trekkie Plays Minecraft, episode 10. Now before we get started, I just want to point out real quick that I started over. And I know, again. Well, the first time, it was because of a corrupt world save. The second time, I thought my area was lagging me and having everything too close together with Thaumcraft was lagging me. But it turns out the real problem was bad installation of mods. Uh, it was causing me a lot of lag and corruption errors. And through the process of re putting the mods in, starting over and over and over, trying to get everything installed correctly, the world save would no longer load without crashing. So here I am, brand new world. I just started, literally just made the map, just literally put it in, and here I am. And I'm going to start getting resources, because what I like to do, my first day is get lots of charcoal, so when night comes, I have plenty of torches to explore caves and get more resources. While I'm gathering this stuff and plugging away, I'm going to talk about a few things that you could be expecting in the series from this moment forward. And the only thing that's going to change from this moment forward is if 1.3 or other such things prevent me from continuing. Such is the problem when you're playing a modded game, and it looks like there's a large ass ocean biome. First off, mods. I have several new mods brought to the table. I like to keep things interesting, new stuff to explore. As I said many times before, there's plenty of great vanilla Let's Players out there. I want to do my own thing. I've played my share of vanilla. When I play online, I play on a vanilla server. So I do my vanilla thing. When I play single player, I want to mod it. I want to change it up. I want to do my own thing. So I got some new mods in addition to the old ones, and I'm going to talk about them now. The first new one is Buildcraft. Now, some of you might be familiar with this as a build-centric. Well, I guess you could say it's more centered around resources. Some of its more useful features are centered around gathering resources, such as the quarry, and its pipes to move items around from chest to chest or this or that. So that's a very interesting, and I'd like to implement in my world for some sort of automation. We'll work on that. I'm not an expert on Buildcraft, so I'm going to be learning it as I go. So prepare to see me mess up a few times, but that's part of the fun. Next up on the thing is Railcraft. Now, one of the things I really never bother with is Minecraft Rails. Never really liked messing with them. I don't really know how you change directions on the same line. Have it go to two different places. I don't know any of that. So, yeah, what Railcraft does, it adds a whole new bunch of rails, a lot of devices and everything to simplify and give you a lot more options when using rail systems. So I figured I'd download it and try to implement it in my world. Try to actually use Rails for once. And I'll try to do it as the most creative way as I can. So hopefully that'll turn out good. Next mod is Runic Dust Mod. It's a little mod where you get these little dusts. You you put runes on blocks, and you get different effects. Now you make the little dust from coal, and I think it's coal and either some kind of plant life like seeds, ferns, gunpowder, lapis, or blaze rods, or blaze powder, one of the two. So yeah, you get them and you get varying different powering degrees depending which material you use. So it looks pretty cool, and some of the effects, I think will be pretty useful going forward. Next up on the list is Twilight Forest. Now this is more of an environmental thing. It's an alternate dimension in the same line of the Nether or the End. You warp there, and I've went there very briefly to see what the resource situation looks. Because I was thinking about going there right away and just staying there, but there's some excuse me. There's just some things in the overworld that are much easier when it comes to mining resources. So yeah, that'll be that. And it has some pretty amazing trees and other things to explore. So I'm looking forward to exploring that with y'all. And I might even end up building my real house and everything and just using the overworld as a resource gathering location. So we'll see what happens, but I think it'll be pretty cool. Lastly, is more of a utility mod. A lot of people are in. Let me finish with this tree and I'll show you. It's more of a utility mod. A lot of people are familiar with it. It is not enough items. Now, I have it set to just recipe mode because I like to do everything legitimately. I don't want to spawn in no items. I want to earn every ounce of everything I get. So I just have it in recipe mode where you could see everything in the game. Now, if I wanted to find a recipe, I'd just click over to like this combustion and say if I didn't know how to craft it. I'd hit the R button, and in the middle you see it pops up the recipe for the item. So it's very useful, especially when you have mods that you're not completely familiar with. And if I didn't know how to craft gear, I just click on that and gear, and then stone gear, and then onward. You could well, that doesn't have a particular recipe that it's useful for. Now, if you want to find something that particular item can be used for, you hit U, and you can use it for repeaters, you use it for stone bricks, slabs, blah blah blah. Very useful device, and now it's also very useful in Creative World, where I also use this a lot in the Creative World to spawn in items while keeping my ability to wear stuff. Because in normal Creative, at least before 1.3, you can't wear stuff. So, like what I would do, I'll just go over to it for a second. You go to cheat mode, and you'll have options. You can turn it to dusk, dawn, turn it from creative. You can make it rain or stop rain. You can turn it to morning, night, heal yourself. Whatever you want to do. And you can spawn your stuff. Now, if I'm just in recipe mode, I can't spawn stuff. I click it. As you hear, I'm clicking. Nothing happens. I don't spawn stuff. So that's the way I want to keep it. And of course, down here, you could type stuff. Say if I want an apple, type in there. Repeater. Yeah, so that's good. And that's the last of the mod additions. Now, all returning is going to be Thaumcraft. That's my favorite mod, hands down. I was going to do Industrial Craft, but I like Thaumcraft for its kind of a swords and sorcery kind of feel. Kind of fits the aesthetic theme of Minecraft better. So we're going to stick with that. And that'll be pretty good. And now that I have managed to install Minecraft with Optifine, it's not going to be a problem. I have much better frame rate now, so everything's working a lot better. I used to not be able to install Optifine, like the water be gone or half my character not be visible. It was a pain in the ass. I've struggled and struggled to get mods working. Other people seem to do it so much easier than I do. Let me get my pick. That's the only thing I want. It's my pick for when night comes. Also returning is Ray's Minimap, which you can see in the upper right. Sorry, I learned my directions. I also got Millionaire Mod, which is an NPC mod. Adds NPC villages, not like the typical ones, the world and like derelict stuff like the building over there. We'll explore in a moment. I also got Spawner GUI, which is basically allows me to pick up spawners with a pick. Just like the old days when you could silk touch. And also you could right click on the spawners and you could choose what spawns from it. So that'll be very useful. It'll allow me to create some really custom spawning systems and other such devices not normally able to in vanilla, so that should be exciting. And leaving us, and of course, well, obviously another addition is Optifine. That's a kind of a utility behind the scenes thing too. Leaving us is Mo Creatures permanently. I find it was conflicting. It was causing me a lot of graphical errors for some reason. I'm not really sure why. I know a lot of people use it with no problem. It seems like I have every problem in the book that nobody's ever heard of. So, yeah, sorry, Mo Creatures. I did like having the extra things around, but one thing annoying about Mo Creatures is the fact that everything seems to spawn in your fucking wheat farm. Like, if I had a wheat field, everything in the system seems to make its way into it. So it was a pain in the ass, but I liked having the extra creatures. Sadly, it's not going to be there for us. And of course, the texture pack. As you may notice, that things are a little bit sharper than typical Minecraft, and that's because I'm using Faithful 32. I typically like using texture packs, but I know everybody likes the default look, especially when you're doing Let's Plays. So to meet halfway, I use Faithful 32, and I like the texture pack anyway. I also have plugins for it for Thaumcraft, Buildcraft, and Railcraft, so that'll help make other things look nice too, and help everything from not looking too different. So we're almost in nighttime now. About time to go underground. Of course, when you're using mods, the big the big recent update, the 1.3, it creates problems. I'm still in 1.215 or 1.2.5. Sorry, haven't made the leap, and I probably won't to for some time. Not until all the mods are updated. Some of them are more on the ball with it than others. So, and for single player, it's not really impending. I'm not really worried about cocoa beans or giving villagers a couple emeralds for a couple crap items. I'm sorry, it's just not worth it. Okay, it's nighttime, and I need to. I hear feet. Okay, that's just the chicken. Need to get into a dirty situation. Well, you know what? The beach is just as good, and I'm not, and you can still see. And my crafting bench is over here, so I might as well just go over here. I don't see any mobs yet, so yeah. Good field of view. I can watch, but I do need stone. That's the one kicker. You know what? I'm gonna do a few things underground, and then I'll come back. Hello everybody, welcome back to daytime. Finally, the sun has graced us with its presence once again, and we can continue on our journey. Now, we've been talking for a good bit of while, and my foray into the depths of the earth was completely without any kind of yield of positive value. There was no iron, no coal, nothing. I mean, that's just weird. Usually I run into something. But here we are. So let's finish up the episode exploring this little hut and exploring our area. Let's see what we're up against. First, let's go with this hunt. Now, this part is part of Millionaire. This is a derelict or abandoned, I guess you could say. Derelict. That's like some kind of space thing. Anyways, of course, it's empty. A little overrun with grass. Let's see what's in the chest. Oh, we got some bread, some wheat, and some money. Now, this is part of Millionaire Mod's currency system, which typically you get with trading with villages, and it's called I believe it's pronounced denier, or something to that value. The regular denier is the lowest. It's like the copper. You got a copper, silver, gold, and gold being the highest. But yeah. Broken down house, some dirt walls, another. The only bad thing about Millionaire stuff is it tends to cut off everything. As you can see, this tree is just completely cut off. Everything will be flat. This tree was cut off. It tends to just plop stuff, but I mean, who cares? So I think this was supposed to be like some kind of wheat maker's hut, which is why it has all the wheat. Now let's go see if that. I didn't bring out my table, so let's go back down to my thing. Let's see if we could try one of them runes. That's not my crafting bench. Let's see if it'll work with charcoal. Take 2 items. Yep, it will. And we get plant Runic Dust. Let's put it on the hotbar. Let's go try on something. Let's go try it out here. I didn't get anything of value. Not even gravel. Jesus. Okay, let's go on this so it's easier to see. And typically you would go over here with the Runic Dust, you'd plant it, and you'd draw on the things. Well, let's draw one that I'm familiar with. Oh, I can't do it because I don't have the book. Never mind, next time. But yeah, this hut, and some of them you'll find like bandits in. They'll attack you and they'll have treasures in them. So a good place for wood and things. So let's explore some of the rest of this place. See what else we got going on around here. I'll go around the beach. It's easier with all these damn trees in the way. Lots of ocean. I swear to God, if I'm in another fucking ocean biome, I don't plan it like this. I literally don't. It just seems like it looks like it's a fucking another. That might be land over there. It looks like it's stretching off. Let's see. Yeah, I see some more land over here. Lots of trees to start off on my little island. Islands ain't so bad. The benefit of islands is there's less surface area to light up. So if you're doing a mob system, they're pretty good. Now this big tree is a great wood tree. That's part of Thaumcraft. We'll explore that at a later date. Is this another island? Is this standing? I'm not going to hit X. I'm not going to hit the raise minimap. We're going to do this legit. We're going to run over here. It looks like it's actually legitimate land, though. So it looks like we're saved. There's a zombie under the tree over there. I can see him. This is an obelisk. I have a little bit of lag. This is an obelisk. It's part of Thaumcraft. You could unlock its secrets, but we'll also explore that at a later time. One of these annoying purple slimes that I hate so much. And there's that zombie. That's a brainy zombie. They had the red eyes and they drop brains. That's good for Thaumcraft as well. And I'm low on food. Probably should slaughter me some of these pigs. I see land and land. So it looks like there's kind of land. Okay, I'm going to cheat. Let's just hit the raise minimap and see what we're dealing with. Yeah, lots of land. So we got plenty to go with. Don't see any oil deposits. I think I will make my base of operations over on this little island, though. Now that I know we have a lot of land nearby, over here it'll be just fine. Oh, I have the bread. That's right. I'm going to wait till my hunger poisoning is gone. So I could run. So yeah, this is what our new world's going to be. Bunch of great mods to test out and explore. We have the Twilight Zone. Not the Twilight Zone. I probably should rephrase. The Twilight Forest zone. There, that's a little bit more proper. Not going to enter some kind of crazy zone where, light and sound and all that shit. I don't know the exact saying off the top of my head. I'm sure one of you do. I know my friend would. I know my friend Rigger would. She would know that Twilight Zone saying. Another dimension of light and sound. Something to that effect. This is my dimension of light and sound. There's light. There's sound. and the world goes round and round. So yeah, I'm gonna stop on this beach. Look out at the massive ocean. Thank you, ocean. I think there's a ravine under the water there because I can see a little bit of light, but I can't really see it from here. I could see something down there. There's a ravine down there in the water. But anyway, so like I said, we got a bunch of new mods, a bunch of old ones returning. We're starting fresh, and barring any nasty mod discontinuations or 1.3 fuck-ups, or future Minecraft fuck-ups in general for that matter, this is where we're going to be. Everything will be perfectly fine. No frame rate issues anymore. Despite just having one, that's a rarity. I've been playing for hours, days and days with this new setup and have not had no problem. So it'll be great. And of course we have less to load, having a lot of ocean around, so that'll help as well. So I hope you look forward to seeing all that this Let's Play has to offer. We'll have plenty to explore, and I'll be building a whole lot of stuff. We're going to blanket this world with useful devices. We're going to be building big, massive things, all kind of farms, this and that. And I hope you look forward to it as much as I do. So until next time, this is Trekkie. Look forward. I hope you stop by again.